Okay, let's see. Let's see if y'all can hear me now. Hopefully, child. Hopefully. If not, we're gonna have to wrap this up. We're gonna have to wrap this up if y'all can't hear me this time. I might just have to try this again another day. It just might mean that, it ain't meant to be. Amen. If y'all can't hear me. Okay, let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section. I can hear myself in the video. I can see myself now. I don't know why y'all couldn't see me before, but needless to say, it's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. Now, this video is none other than my Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8 Part 3 reunion review, y'all. Once again, my blood pressure has been ran up through the damn roof, and I be wondering how I'm gonna survive all of this. At the end of all of this, I'm gonna have to get an Ozempic shot because my blood pressure gonna be too high. I'm gonna need an Ozempic shot after this. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Now, first off, I want to say this. I am very happy. I'm very happy because I heard through the grapevine that Robyn Dixon ended up getting her walking papers. We'll be talking about that later. And I also heard that Candiace is pregnant. We'll also talk about that later, amongst a couple other things like Drake dissing Kendrick and everything that has fallen off thereafter. Okay. So first off, how y'all doing? Welcome to the chat. Okay. I hope y'all, are seated and y'all are ready to get into this because for some reason y'all like to see me get my blood pressure up. I don't know why, but y'all love this. So I guess, we have a toxic relationship, right? Now, let's get started. So we start off the reunion here. We all the men come out, right? All the men except for Juan Dixon, Robyn, everybody else, man, showed up except for Juan Dixon. Meanwhile, you got all the damn questions for for Chris. The real question you should be asking Robyn is why your man ain't there or lack thereof. I just don't understand how we asking 101 questions to Chris about what his peen may allegedly be doing, but at the end of the day, your man is in thin air. We need to talk about that. But let me go on. Now, moving forward from, Candiace and Chris getting grilled by Robyn, my man ain't here. You lucky Juan Dixon is not here right now. Dixon. We get into Mia. Now, I have a couple of things that I want to say about Mia and this whole thing that I heard on this reunion. Now, I want to say this. Mia had let us know that there were deeper issues between her and Gordon that, were more than meets the eye. And, originally we all thought that Gordon was placed out of the company because he was out here, blowing all of his money just to keep Mia around. We all thought that, Gordon was out here finessing the company. We all thought that Mia was just ready to go and get into a new relationship after, the well ran dry. But come to find out, Gordon had really decided to take a really brave step and admit that he suffers from bipolar disorder type 1. And I really thought that was a very, 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 very brave thing to do. And it kind of brought me a different light to Mia. Not completely, though. She's still at 6'1" male. That 6'1" Hispanic male. Okay. But at the end of the day, I really started to think, maybe she really does love this man. Maybe I got it wrong. And love can have so many different forms. Or it may, just be a certain type of, friend type of love that's now left, and the in love, type of relationship love is gone. But he basically let us know that Mia is not the villain that we all thought that she was. That she was actually doing a lot for him. When the kids had went to South Carolina and she was in DC still, she was actively, Michael, cut it out. That she was breaking up with him because he had suffered a lot of episodes where he would lock her in the room, where he would do certain things to her, and not even remember it. And if y'all don't remember, back a couple months ago, I would say maybe 5 or 6, a little bit before the season started, Gordon had went to TMZ and had stated all of Mia's business, had called her everything except the child of God. Then he went and proceeded to message Candiace and Wendy and Karen, who are all Mia's ops, and tell her all of the business that Mia had going on. And he said that it was because he was suffering from an episode, and he also said that this was the reason why he was also taken out of the company. I was very shocked because I didn't really think that it was going to be what was going to be told to us. I thought, and this is me, I thought that Mia was going to announce that she pregnant with that side nigga baby. Raise your hand in the chat if y'all also thought that, because I thought that Mia was going to announce that she pregnant. Okay, I thought that she was gonna say, "Hey, y'all, so I got a gut full of, the DJ / rapper / side nigga, inside me, and I'm leaving Gordon." But needless to say, Gordon basically takes a lot of the responsibility for the relationship ending, and he also says that he believes that if he did not suffer from what he suffers from, then Mia would have still been there, and if he had gotten handled sooner, he would still be in a better place with Mia. And I was like, now Gordon, I applaud your honesty, but Gordon, I think we're gonna have to be a little bit honest about this, bruh. I don't think, even if you did have your right mind going, that you would still. Well, then again, because maybe if he had his right mind, y'all, he wouldn't have been taken out of the company. He would have still had that money. Okay. But my thing is this: are we gonna wonder why he's comfortable and why he's completely okay with Mia having a whole side nigga that showed up to his house trying to take his son forcibly? Can somebody raise your hands if y'all confused about that? Because I'm wondering why the hell that's not being questioned. I'm wondering why that's not a thing that's that we're talking about. It's like we're just completely okay with the fact that she has a side man and the man showed up to your house, G. I would take that as a form of disrespect. Like, G was a little bit too happy, saying, "Hey, guy, hey, what's up, guy? Hey, what's up, man?" When the man was on the phone talking to Mia, but this is the same man that tried to kidnap your son. Like, is that like not weird to y'all? I mean, Mia did start crying, right? She started crying and all of that stuff, when it got to it. But I was like, I 100% understand the whole tears and things, but why are we not questioning the fact that a random man came to your house and tried to abduct your child? Like, is that not... Why wasn't nobody talking about that? Okay, but I'll move on. So as we go on, Giselle decides to ask, well, what's going to happen to Gordon now and that you're leaving? She says that Gordon is moving across the street and that Gordon is, still going to be getting money from her, still going to be getting taken care of and all of these things. And in my mind, I'm wondering, Giselle, why do you even care? You don't give a damn about Gordon, Giselle. Shut up. Shut up. You don't care about her. You always in everybody's business. Instead of asking about who's gonna take care of Giselle, who's gonna take care of Giselle? Forget who's gonna take care of Gordon. Who gonna take care of Giselle when she get old? Because the damn sure ain't gonna be them twins and that girl, that little girl. It ain't gonna be grace, adore, and adoration. It ain't gonna be them 3 kids. They ain't gonna take care of you, Giselle. We need to understand who gonna take care of Giselle, because it damn sure ain't gonna be that man from Winter House. Because I saw him cuddled up with a snow bunny. That's the real questions that we need to ask. And we also need to wonder why that man ain't here. Can we also ask that, y'all? We need to understand who gonna take care of you. Like, that's something that I feel that needs to be answered. Right? Now, moving on from that, I'm happy that Gordon is getting his stuff taken care of. I'm glad that he's taking his health seriously. Big ups to him. Okay, let's move on. Now we move on from Gordon and Mia's section. Getting them out of the way. Now all the men are gone. All the men are gone, y'all. Now we start talking about Neka and Wendy. Or all the men aren't going. Shit, I don't know. But I just know we start talking about Neka and Wendy. Now, this is when we start asking the questions of, okay, Wendy, did you know Neka? She says, no, I did not know her like that. Neka says, that's a lie. You seen me in multiple places a lot of the times. You seen me on more than a few occasions. And then I had to say, pause. Because I remember on the show, that you had said that you didn't know Wendy in your confessionals. You said that you didn't know Wendy. You had also said that you were confused if Wendy was a doctor or not, but how do you expect Wendy to know you? Is somebody going to answer that for me? Like, that's what I was confused about, was the fact that we were sitting here talking about the fact that Wendy is supposedly knowing you, but you're in your own confessionals during the season saying that you don't know Wendy. And I think it's quite strange for us to try to make it a way to say that Wendy knew Neka just because she seen her in an open location. Just because I see a bitch in a mall like 3 or 4 times don't mean I know that hoe, right? It just means I seen her. I know of her. I know she cute. I know she got a nice weave. Well, in Neka's case, I know she got a stiff weave and I know her makeup don't match, but I don't know that girl outside of that. And that's what Wendy's point was. Now, I don't know when they started breaking the fourth wall and breaking. See, this is my thing. See, this is why I have a problem with this motherfucking show. See, y'all want to do shit that y'all don't do for other shows. Y'all don't never break the other fourth wall when it comes to these other fucking shows. But y'all want to break the fourth wall and try to make Wendy look bad. So this is when Andy lets us know that he wanted Neka to come up under Wendy. So basically, you letting us know that this shit is fake and these bitches really don't know each other that well, right? Now, Wendy said that she did not want to bring Neka under her on the show because she did not know her. Now, although we all know that that's very common, for this, for the franchise to have people, hey, Barb, for the franchise to bring people in on the show that don't really know each other but claim that they're friends. I think that we all have to pause for a second. Right? We all have to use our strong thinking. Now, Neka is the in-law of a bitch I don't fuck with who kind of used my name to get a free BBL, right? I don't really fuck with that hoe like that. So why the fuck would I want to bring in a woman who's kin to somebody I don't fuck with and expect her to have loyalty to me and expect her and not expect, her cousin, or her in-law to come in and try to start drama with me. So I see that Wendy was like, I see where this is going. She's cool. She's cool with Lebe. I don't really see it for Levy like that. I don't really want to do that. And on top of that, I have an actual friend named Kiarna that I'll actually want to bring in. And my thing is this. these, like, Candiace and Wendy literally have the whole cast against them. They going against everybody, right? They going against everybody. They going against Giselle. They going against Robyn. They going against Mia, and Karen is just there to watch them get beat down, right? We've kind of established that. So in my opinion, I'm thinking about this from my own perspective, that if I'm on a show where it's literally like I'm a fish in a room full of sharks, I want to bring somebody on who I know I can trust, who I know has my back. Because at this point, everybody else is untrustworthy. Right? So therefore, I want to bring somebody that I trust. I don't feel that Wendy felt that she could trust Naka. I'm not about to bring on another bitch on the show that through me that's gonna turn on me and act crazy with me and hop on the Green Eye Bandits train. Right? I don't want to do that. I'd rather bring on somebody who's my real friend, who has real things going on, who has a real, real business, real money, real ducats, that can come in and, not necessarily be my sidekick or anything else, but be my real friend, because these other hoes on the show, they's not doing that for me. So I'm not going to bring on a random girl just because we both African and say, hey, this is my friend, when I'm not really cool with her and she's related to somebody I really don't fuck with like that. That's no. I don't know why everybody else was so confused by this, because it seems that a lot of people do not think that Wendy was right in her decision making, and she felt that she didn't want, Naka on the show. But I don't feel it was that way. It was her saying, I'd rather have somebody come up under me who I'm close with, who I'm friends with, and who I can trust. Y'all already have the whole cast against me. Why do I have to bring on somebody else that don't really mess with me like that? If I want to bring a friend on, can they be my real friend? Since everybody else here is fucking, friends and shit. We got Robyn and Giselle sharing fucking beds together. We got Karen and, Giselle claiming that they, that, no matter how much they fight, they gonna always be together. Maki Dada, it's like, can I have a friend? Can I have a real friend instead of some random African lady that y'all just want me to be cool with because we both African? Okay, is it just me? Is it just me? Put a 1 in the chat if it's just me. Put a 2 in the chat if I sound like I'm making sense. Okay, so this is when we see the whole discourse between Naka and Wendy. Now, Naka decides to have a conversation about the whole Osu topic. Now, it started off like this. So we get into her saying that she had put her best foot forward and moving forward with Wendy, but Wendy was not open to it. Right? She said Wendy was not open to it. Wendy responded and said, I said that we can be cordial and that we could be in the same space. I didn't say, that I can't be around you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to it wasn't like that. I just said that we can coexist. And this is when they're asking Wendy to take accountability. And Wendy is wondering, take accountability for what? What exactly am I taking accountability for? Because you decided to call my mama a witch. You decided to call me a bitch. You decided to go to all of these other colorist bitches on the show and talk about my mama like a dog. And not only that, you had did it after you had already had a conversation about me being Osu with Ashley. So after all of that, then you call my mama a witch? Basically reiterating what had already been said. Mind you, let's all remember this. Naka did not hear this from Wendy's mom. Naka is hearing this from Lebe, her in-law. Her in-law that Wendy had fell out with. Lebe had said that she got a call from Wendy's mama. Lebe had said that Wendy mama was saying that she was going to do witchcraft on Naka. Naka did not hear any of those words. Naka never spoke to Wendy's mom. Nika never had an exchange with Wendy's mom before, but she decided to get on this cast and perpetuate a stereotype about African people being into witchcraft and voodoo and stuff like that. And I'm not saying voodoo or witchcraft is necessarily a bad thing. Everybody's entitled to their own, religious beliefs, but it's the thing about you trying to reiterate or trying to solidify a rumor that my family is Osu. That's what you're doing in layman's terms. So after we already had the conversation with Ashley about you calling me Osu, and then she doubled back and, tried to take it back, it's kind of strange now how you are going to therefore go have a conversation with these same women about my mom being a witch and putting hexes on you. So much so that the women on the cast are calling my moms all type of shape-shifting birds, like Mia did, saying that my mom is evil, trying to claim that my mom is the downfall of their marriage, like Juan's dick going into Canadian bitches in hotel rooms is not the downfall of Robyn's marriage. But I'm supposed to forgive you, right? Because you just said sorry. Girl, fuck you. Forever. Because this goes past just us having a discourse. This is you basically weaponizing our culture against me to people who are ignorant. You're basically promoting xenophobia. Why would I ever want to be cool with you after that? Girl, it's fuck you for life because you knew better. I don't give a damn if you apologize. You knew better. You're African just the same way I'm African. So for you to even allow these women to perpetuate this conversation, not even knowing the gravity on what it means to be Osu in our community, I can't even fuck with you off the strength of that. And then you're going to go and go tell these people that my mom is a witch? And then you gonna call me a bitch. And then your husband damn near tried to fight my husband over a Facebook friend request. And then you getting in my face. And I got upset. No. You, that stiff wig, and that ill matching foundation, I don't want no parts. And I don't blame Wendy for that. I don't. And I think it's quite strange that we're trying to force Wendy to forgive something that we don't even know the brevity of. Right? That's like let me try to relate it to our own culture, Black culture, as in African Americans. Now, that's like me and somebody else on a TV show. Let's say me and Bob. Me and Bob are both Black. Me and Bob both came from the same city. We both came from, Las Vegas, Nevada. We both are from that city, and we're on a show in another country where everybody else is completely different from us. I've already had my own issues with these people in their convenient, unforgiveness about my behavior when they have wronged me. Now you decide to come onto the show and let's say this. You decide to say, Jeremy, you are a whistleblower, you are a fake activist or whatever the case may be. You out here whining about police brutality. We're in a whole nother country. They don't know all of the stuff going on in our own country in America. And I hear that you had a conversation about this. Now, me and you being from the same place and us dealing with the same level of scrutiny in our own country, I would expect you to at least afford me the decency to shut down that conversation if this random person in this other country says, hey, I heard that Jeremy is over here talking about police brutality. He don't really know anything about that. And I'm like, okay, well, why are you even entertaining this conversation? Why are you even doing that? And then you go as too far to say that my family is a family full of criminals. when I'm up here trying to promote anti-police brutality and, you know, and bring awareness to this in another country. So basically, you call my family criminals. You say that you don't know if I'm a criminal or not, and you say that I'm faking caring about police brutality. And we're from the same place. You know how much it affects me because it affects you the same way. But you don't check anybody around you. You allow them to dog me out, and you promote a bias against me when you perpetuate stereotypes about me and where I come from, knowing that they don't have any understanding about what we go through in our culture as a Black African American culture in the US. But then you just say sorry. But now everybody calling my mama a criminal, saying that my mama got felonies. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm trying to relate it to something that we care about and that you know that we're going through actively right now. Right? So that, to me, that's why I'm looking at everybody else like, okay, yeah, she said that she's sorry. We can coexist. But outside of that, I don't have anything for you. Not to mention the fact that Neka kept on saying over and over again, even when they had to sit down, that your mom was out here trying to cast spells on me. And you know what that's like. And I know that's your mom. And I know that you don't want to talk about it. But, you know, at the end of the day, that hurt me. Once again, you're on national syndicated television calling my mom a witch. Now you're crying, saying that, you know, my mom hurt you. Once again, you didn't even hear my mom say these words. You never heard my mom say any of this. You're hearing second-hand accounts from this bitch named Lebe, the same bitch that lied and said that, you know, that I'm her reference for her to get a BBL. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you never really took accountability. You never took those words back. You said, I'm sorry, but you definitely stood 10 toes down and calling his lady mom a witch when you never heard her say anything to you. You never talked to her. You're hearing secondhand information from a cousin-in-law. And I'm saying, okay, even if you did believe her, Neka, it would behoove you to at least not even bring that on the show because you didn't hear it yourself. And if you did have a problem with what she said and how it bothered you, why did you not pull Wendy aside and have a conversation with her? Why didn't you go have a dinner, a one-on-one with her by yourself and let her know how you feel, what you've been hearing, and see what she felt about it as a one-on-one instead of bringing it up in front of a table with all her enemies there? You didn't do that. You definitely came in hot. You definitely tried to comfort that lady. And then you realized how dumb you looked probably halfway through. And you realize that at this point, you're really not getting invited to stuff, you know, certain events. You know, every single time somebody has a camera on you, it's only to talk about Wendy, and you wanted to change that narrative. But it was too late, sis. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. It was too late. Too late. Thank you for the apology. We can coexist. I will notice you. I will notice that you're in the room. I will notice your presence. But, you know, outside of that, no. And why would you want to be friends with somebody who you feel is trying to cast spells on you? Why would you want to be my friend and move forward with me if you feel like my mama is in some type of shrine trying to hex you? Why would you even do that? Wouldn't you try to stay as far away from me as possible? How that makes sense, Neka? How that makes sense? It doesn't. And this is why we say that this show is some bullshit, because if I'm just a regular viewer, congratulations to Neka. Hopefully after the baby come out, she could find, you know, some foundation to match her neck. But at the end of the day, congratulations to her on her baby if she is pregnant. However, I'm still trying to understand how I'm a viewer who graduated from business school. I have no experience in film, television, production, any of those things, and I could come up with better questions than the fucking production team came up with. Everything to me seemed to try to paint Wendy as some sort of, antagonist, some sort of villain, and Neka as this cherub, that was hurt by Wendy. And then we asking Wendy to take accountability. Wendy never did anything to you. Wendy didn't call you a bitch. Wendy didn't call your mama a witch. Wendy didn't entertain a conversation about you being Osu. Wendy never did those things. But you did that to her. What exactly does Wendy need to apologize for? And I know we all saying for the crackhead comment. We all know Neka ain't no crackhead. We all know if we say you smoking crack, that means that you acting dumb. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Duh. Are you dumb? In my Remy Ma shoot 'em up voice. Right? That's what it means. But even then, Wendy decided to take accountability and apologize for that. So I was like, okay, Wendy, you got it. You apologize. But somehow we're still trying to sit here and blame everything on her. Pause. Now, Andy decides to ask a valid question that we all need to understand. And he asks, so Wendy, what exactly is Osu? This is when Wendy says, actually, since Ashley brought it to the show and she brought it up, Ashley, what does it mean? Here is Ashley. Well, I don't know what it is, but I do know I did not mean to harm you in any way upon bringing it up. This is when I have to call bullshit, Ashley. You definitely knew what the fuck it meant. You knew it wasn't good. This is my fucking thing, y'all. The girl was talking about the headline in an article. The article broke down what Osu meant in the article. She read the article. She knew exactly what Osu meant. You brought up the article because you read the article. The article came out in 2022, forehead. But you chose to bring up this article 2 years after the fact. After, mind you, this article came out right after season 5 came out. Right after season 5 wrapped up and Monique smoked Giselle like a Mississippi short pack. It was an article about Wendy being Osu, and that's the article that was referenced that Ashley was talking about. Why did you wait 2 years or a year and a half to bring up this article? Coincidentally, when a woman that's also African, that's also Nigerian, comes on the show that I'm necessarily not exactly cool with or not exactly close to, and you decide to ask her about it and bring up the whole topic of being Osu. And then Candiace asked another question, and she said, okay, well, if you feel that way, why didn't you bring it up to Wendy? And then she said, because, when Neka came onto the show, I felt like it was a good opportunity to, ask her about it. And then they both say convenient, which it is. And my thing is this, in the midst of Ashley trying to speak, answer the question that Wendy talked to her about, Neka is trying to pipe up. And every single time Neka says, this is Wendy. Neka tries to talk, Wendy shuts her mouth. Neka tries to interrupt again, Wendy shuts her mouth. Let Ashley answer this question. It's so funny, Neka, how you tried to say, okay, I'm back. It's so funny how you tried to say, Neka, why weren't you more mad at Ashley than you were at me? Okay, if she's supposed to feel like that, like you claim that she should have on the show, which I also agree with, then why are you trying to speak up on Ashley's behalf when she's getting badgered about what she brought up to the show? Why are you trying to interrupt and speak on Ashley's behalf if you truthfully wanted me to come at Ashley about what she said? And why didn't you also have an issue with Ashley, knowing how deep this conversation is in your own culture? Why weren't you more upset at Ashley that she had told Wendy that you had called Wendy Osu? And now we're at the reunion, and you are sitting here trying to speak up on Ashley's behalf when she needs to answer for her actions, which lets me know exactly what I always knew about you. You a shucker and jiver. And I heard that you from Wisconsin. And I heard that your middle name Colleen. And I know any Colleen from Wisconsin is a Republican. And I wouldn't be surprised if you were. And I also saw you hanging out with Anne Marie, who's also a Republican. I really feel like, am I just a critical thinker? Am I a critical thinker? Or am I biased? I don't know, y'all. I really do feel like I review the shows 100% unbiased. I call everybody out. You can check all of my content that I've made. I don't have favorites on shows. Now, I have people that I like the most who are kind of my favorites, but I don't spare anybody in my reviews. If I feel that you're wrong in a situation, you're wrong. If I feel that you are dead, if I feel like you're acting dumb, you're acting dumb. If I feel like you're not doing what you need to do, you're not doing what you need to do. Right? And also, pause real quick. I'm going to take a side step and show y'all something. And I'm gonna say shout out to Barb Meets World, because she sent it to me. She sent it to me, but T brought it to my attention. But she sent me more, the website link and everything else like that. I'm gonna go to the directory first. Okay, I'm gonna go to the directory first. Now, I'm about to show y'all this real quick, and I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. Now, this is Neka's bar. Her bar. Her bar membership. For as an attorney. This is the DC bar. She is inactive, meaning that she cannot practice law in DC. She's in good standing, although there are people that are saying that she is, suspended. Now, this is what I actually see on the site. I know that some people probably, photoshopped it. Now, this is what I'm seeing here. As you can see, her name is Colleen. Colleen. Damn Colleen. Colleen. I'm begging of you, please don't say Osu. Now, listen. So this is what I see. So it's basically saying her name is Neka Colleen. Now, don't even motherfucking ask me how to say her last name. Now, I don't specialize in Nigerian last names. That's not my specialty. Maybe it's somewhere in the blood type, but however, I'm not no first, second, or third generation. Okay, I'm probably a 28th generation twice removed. It's been a while since my blood been in the motherland. But this is Neka, and this is what they saying. Allegedly, they saying that this is her bar membership, which is inactive. Now, I can't confirm or deny if she is Neka Colleen Egbujobi Egbujiobi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna butcher it, y'all. I have a lot of respect African, for my African people. But this is what I'm saying. You on the show dragging Wendy's education, saying that she ain't no real doctor, talking about how you a lawyer. You got everybody talking about how Wendy is jealous of you, and you can't even practice law in the city that y'all live in. That's what's surprising to me. Literally. But I'm gonna move on. But like I said, Forehead is getting badgered and Neka is trying to speak up for her. Why are you talking on her behalf? You should be letting her get grilled. But the thing about it is you're speaking up for her because you're not truthfully upset about what she said, which lets me know, like I said, that you're a shucker and jiver. You give me Republican. You give me, I go to, to the Candiace Owens party, parties. Candiace Owens throws some good parties. You give me that. Because you already let us know that you don't even care if these people pronounce your name wrong. You just accept it. What the fuck I look like just accepting bitches pronouncing my motherfucking name wrong because they just choose not to have the energy to understand my motherfucking name? The fuck? The fuck I look like? The fuck I look like allowing you to mispronounce my name just because y'all are lazy? And when a fellow African who you claim don't like you, who you claim never wanted you on the show, corrects them on your behalf to say your name correctly, you tell her, no, it's okay. They can say it however they want. Girl, what? So you telling me you don't even give a fuck about your own name? You don't even give a fuck about your own name. Which lets me know that's why you probably didn't give a fuck about trying to drag Wendy's family's name with these Osu allegations. And yes, you probably didn't say that her family was Osu, right? But you let us know that you feel that her family practices witchcrafts and, puts hexes on people and has shrines dedicated to trying to harm people, which is reaching into that Osu territory of immorality. Like, I don't know. I know I'm not dumb. I know I'm not. But I feel like everybody else is trying to convince me that I am. I'm thinking critically and logically. And to me, it's no reason why I should be shocked that Wendy don't want to fuck with you. And I don't understand why everybody else is trying to villainize Wendy for not wanting to fuck with you either. You don't even fuck with yourself. I guarantee you, your motherfucking ass was going by Colleen in Wisconsin. You ain't gonna convince me otherwise, Colleen. I know you only started getting called Neka when you got on this show. I know you told bitches that they could call you Colleen if it's too difficult. I know, I feel it in my bones that you said that, in my opinion, allegedly. I know damn well you probably one of those women like, girl, you don't have to call me Neka. You can just call me Colleen. And why the fuck? Where did Colleen even come from? And I thought that you was from Nigeria. Why are people saying that you're from Wisconsin? Why? It's not like I have a nose piercing. Bitch. Calm down. My nose is clean. And I have one on both sides now. But listen, back to what I was saying. Like, it's not making sense to me why people want to convince us to hate Wendy for not wanting to befriend Neka. Right? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I feel like they're trying to insult our intelligence and trying to push a narrative to make us feel something that does not make sense. Why would Wendy want to be cool with Neka after all of the stuff that Neka's done? when Naka had ample responsibilities. I mean, not responsibilities, but ample opportunities to correct all of this immediately when she came on the show. When you got on the show, you didn't act like you were upset that Wendy didn't ask you to be on the show. You said that you didn't know Wendy. You said that you didn't know her. When you talked to Robyn, you said that you did not know Wendy. That's what you said. You said that. But now you're on the show acting like you knew Wendy, and Wendy is acting like she didn't know you. Y'all both didn't know each other that well. I said both of my nostrils appeared. I'm not about to argue with you. Let me excuse you up out of here, girl. I'm gonna time you out. But like I'm saying, like I don't think that we're understanding the gravity of what we're seeing here on how Naka is weaponizing her own culture to try to damage another's reputation that is in the same culture. And I think that is quite strange to me how Wendy has been going and literally fighting since she got on the show for respect, and then you come on and dogpile more onto her. Michael, what did you do? Hold on, y'all. My dog is acting. Michael, if you don't get that out of your mouth, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? Child, give me this too. Give me the stuffed animal as well. You'll get it back when I'm done. You'll get it back when I'm done, buddy. I'm sorry, excuse me. But like I was saying, now Wendy is completely valid in how she feels towards Naka to me. And I think that Naka and her really could have been a solid team. And it really would have been amazing to see both of them team up to go against Ashley and really question her. But we already see where Naka's loyalty lies based on her trying to defend Ashley's behavior and bringing up the whole Osu conversation in general. So it's no excusing it, and I'm happy that you're gone, and I'm so happy that Naka is fired. Goodbye. We do not return to sender. We do not want Naka on the show, and I'm so happy that they understood that. I wish you well in your pregnancy, sir. I wish you well in your pregnancy, sir. But at the end of the day, we're good on it. Okay? We're completely fine with you going about your way. Take you, your husband that you talk bad to, and go about your way. And I think if you really moved to DC, to the Potomac area just to get on this show, and you got kicked off after one season, bitch, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, Colleen. That's embarrassing, Colleen. That's embarrassing. Y'all, like Michael is sitting. Michael had my fingernail clipper. He took it off my nightstand, and he had it in his mouth. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's like, if y'all ever have a dog, know that 99% of your job is trying to help them not kill themselves. I mean, not unalive themselves, excuse me. But like, yes. Now let's move on. Now we get to the infamous fight. Now this is where my blood pressure is about to go up. Let me take a deep breath, because I don't think that I'm worried. I don't think I can handle any more of this, y'all. But I'm trying. Now we get to the fight. They say that, Ashley and Giselle had a tacky ass fashion show, and we see how it went. Some tacky ass models, some tacky ass fashion walks, and some tacky ass fashion with some tacky ass women there. Okay, I'm not. Or it is anybody surprised about this tacky ass fashion show? I know I'm not. Okay, now listen. Now we get into the altercation. Oh, y'all, I'm almost done with this review, and then we can move on to the rest of the topics. You know, Robyn being fired, Nneka being fired, and Candiace being pregnant. Oh, I'm so happy. I only got one more, a little bit to go on this. It wasn't a lot to talk about. Thank God. God is good. But listen, we get into the topic of the fight, right? And we go into the altercation, how it involved Kiana. And this is when we're asking Candiace to explain what happened, right? Candiace says, I was in my own world, dancing, having a good time with my drink, good energy. Me and Ashley are cool. I'm having fun. I get approached by a large mammalian animal named Deborah, named Deborah, and she says, do you have anything you want to say to me? I said, no, I have nothing to say to you. Please get this woman away from me. But you have so much stuff to say online, is what Candiace said next, And then this is when Candiace responds with, somebody get this vermin away from me. She completely turns her head, walks away. And that's when she says, Deborah cocked back her hoof and tossed a drink. Now, I didn't know hoofs can hold drinks and glasses and shit like that, but it's a lot of evolution going on. I attribute that shit to radioactivity and, genetic growth hormones and shit. It's a lot of modified animals nowadays. So Deborah could be one of those. Deborah decides to throw the drink. This is when she picks up the bottle. Now, when she picks up the bottle, now she doesn't know what's going to happen. This is when the bottle is taken out of her hand. Immediately when she picked up the bottle, Ashley was already there taking it out of her hand. It wasn't no long fight to rip the bottle out of Candiace's hand the way to Sharice and Ashley tried to act. She picked up the bottle and Ashley said, girl, give me this damn bottle. That's exactly how it happened. We watched the video. Actually, because I love receipts, y'all. I love receipts. We can pull up the altercation and we can see it real quick ourselves. Let me pull it up. Candiace and Deborah, the mammalian animal fight. Let me type that. Okay. We're going to go to TMZ. TMZ has it. I'm going to share my screen, share this tab, and I'm going to make sure it's on here. Okay. Now we're going to go to TMZ. Now, they know damn well I don't want no commercial. We're just gonna bop our heads real quick like we hearing our a good ass song, or something. Cause I don't want to hear them really talk. I'm here for the shits. Period. Okay. Now let's watch what happens. Well, hold on. That's it. That's not the full video. I want to see the full one. I want to see the full video. Hold on. It should be, or I could probably find it on YouTube. Let's go there. Let's go there, y'all. It is 10:24. I have to be off here by 11:15. Candiace, Deborah fight footage or fight video. Okay, a clearer version obtained by TMZ. I'm pretty sure they had it at another angle too, y'all. had it at another angle. Let me try to find another one. I see my girl Shayla Set has it, but I'm looking for something more so that is solely just the video, not anybody else. Y'all, am I tripping? They had like you could find it. You used to be able to find the video everywhere. Now I can only see the portion of Kiana punching Deborah in the face. I'm like, I would go to my own video, but y'all, it was a real deep breakdown, and I'm just trying to get to this point real fast. I'll look at another place. Y'all ignore my YouTube searches. I love boxing. Y'all don't know that about me. I love a lot of things that I don't talk about. Okay. All right. Let me try to look one more time. Deborah, Candiace, altercation. It's not showing it. I can't. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But like it showed. I'll pull it off. I'll take this off. It showed Deborah coming over there trying to talk to Candiace. Candiace ignored her, walked, and Deborah tried to throw a drink. At that point, Kiana pushed her hand away, and then Deborah decided to take the glass and hit Kiana in the head, and that's when Kiana started to steal off on Deborah, and that's when Deborah's other friends, which are Ashley's other friends, decided to yank Kiana by her hair down to the ground so Deborah could get on top of her, and she basically got jumped. I tried to Google it. I can't find a complete video, and we don't have enough time to break it down. I have a video, if y'all want to see, that I shared on my community tab while I broke down the fight. Y'all can go and check that. But it happened exactly the way I said it. Okay, never mind. Barb Meets World sent me some clips. Okay, let me see. Okay, she sent me some clips. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Barb. See, Barb comes in. See, that's what a Barb's supposed to do, period. We all love ourselves a Barb, unless they, one of Nicki Minaj's, then we gotta, take a step back. But this, Barb is not like those other Barbs. Okay? Let's see. So this is what I saw. Now, y'all, you see what I'm saying? Now, look, she chunks the glass. She pushes her, and then she throws a glass at that lady's face. She throws a glass at her face, and then Kiana starts to steal off on the bitch. That's how it happened. And y'all see how fake. This is how I'm saying these bitches ain't your friend, Candiace. Sharice is a motherfucking liar because Sharice was not falling all over the place trying to take the bottle out y'all hand. She a motherfucking lie. Did y'all see Sharice fall? Did y'all see anybody step on Sharice's foot? Sharice is a motherfucking liar. You know damn well Candiace did not cause, and you were not in the melee. You were not at all. You are a liar, Sharice. You are a hard-wigged liar. Talking about, I hurt my foot trying to take that bottle out your hand, Candiace. What was you talking? What was you thinking? What were you gonna do with that bottle, girl? The bottle was only in her hand for 1 second, and y'all took it right out. You're a liar. I'm trying not to get myself upset. This shit pissed me the fuck off, y'all. All right. Now, after Candiace explains what happens, right? Andy asks her, okay, but did you call her vermin or any of those things? Candiace said, I only called her those things after she got in my face, and I said that I did not want to talk to her. And she tried to continue the conversation. I said, I don't want to talk to this vermin. I turned my back and I started dancing. And then she threw a drink at me. Now, this is when Karen, for some reason, asked her to go over it again. So we go over it again. And this is when Mia decides to say, Candiace, see, you can't do that. You can't do that, Candiace. See, because, you know, you just can't provoke or antagonize a situation. Candiace decides to say at this point, I can defend myself how I see fit. If somebody's coming at me, I have a right to defend myself. And I'm sitting here like, I know damn well, you know, the 6'8" Sasquatch with a baseball hand, you know, throwing drinks in Miami, you know, Miami cheap ass bars are not the one trying to tell Candiace what she can and cannot do. I know that you're not the one who doing that. Okay, so if that's the case, when you decided to say that you didn't want to go to something low budget, and then she talked about your mom, then that was fair game, right? Because you provoked and antagonized a conversation, and then you got a response. It's giving fucking hypocrite. It's giving fucking hypocrite. And it's really pissing me off because once again, Candiace is being blamed for something that is Ashley's fault. That's Ashley's fault. Michael got something else in his mouth, y'all. Like, it's not fair. And then at this point, Candiace is so frustrated. Candiace is frustrated that she says, you know, I'm not expecting any of y'all to fight for me because I'm by myself. I'm by myself. And she starts to break up, and she didn't cry, but she starts to, you know, to break up and have like, you know, an emotional moment. And this is when, you know, and mind you, all of this was brought on because Giselle had blamed it all on them. Because Andy, for some reason, decides to blame, you know, to ask Giselle, who wasn't even there, right? Ask her, so Giselle, because you are such an expertise in this, and because we care so much about what you feel and your opinion on this show, who do you feel started the argument, even though that you weren't there? And she says, Wendy, Candiace, Kiana, and Deborah all started the fight. It's all their faults. I'm just confused how the fuck Wendy get into it. And then, you know, she decides to try to take Wendy out of it. I'll take Wendy out of it. Oh, thank you, Giselle. Thank you for taking us out of it. You know, because your opinion matters so motherfucking much. Thank you for removing my name out of an altercation I had nothing to do with after you initially just threw my name in there because you're such a hateful bitch. Thank you, Giselle. I appreciate that, girl. You the best. Girl, what? Like, this, like, y'all, this gotta be, I gotta be getting punked. So like I said, Candiace is breaking down, trying to hold herself together. We move on. Kiana comes out. Ashley gives a fake ass apology to Kiana. Kiana accepts it, but Kiana basically lets us know what happened. She says that Candiace is minding her own business, right? You know, Deborah decides to come over to Candiace's location, you know, decides to enter herself into her domain and decides that she wants to approach Candiace, right? And Candiace does not want to talk to her. She proceeds to throw a drink on Candiace. I push her away to try to de-escalate the situation. And then she hit me in the face with a glass. And then it just went up from there. And it was up and it was stuck. And when I mean stuck, I mean my foot up her ass. So, you know, and then, you know, this is when, like I said, Ashley gives another fake ass apology. Kiana turns to her and says, you know, I appreciate the apology. Andy says, so how do you really feel about the apology? She says, I appreciate it, you know, but, you know, yeah. She gives a lot of aftermath apologies, like you didn't try to not start the mess, but you like to start it. And then after everything happens, you give a fake ass apology, but that's what you do. And then, Ashley's like, how do I give an aftermath apology? Because big head, you already knew that Deborah had already lied on Candiace's husband, had already lied on Wendy's husband, and had already started threatening Candiace on social media saying, you'll see me again. We'll see what happens if you have all of that mouth then. You heard her say all of these things on social media because you can see whatever Candiace says. I'm sure you can see what your motherfucking best friend is saying about Candiace on the show and online, right? Now you bring this woman to your own fashion show where Candiace is. You knew damn well what it was going to be before it even happened. The girl came in there dressed to fight because we all know Deborah don't have any expensive clothes. Everything Deborah look like it came from Kmart, and that shit been closed. So we already know it's age 2. Get from over there. Go home now. But you brought Deborah there to continue this argument. You brought her there. You brought her there for the conflict, and that's the problem that we're talking about. And you insult our intelligence when you say these things, and then you said, "Well, I thought that you and Deborah were going to be able to hash things out." You're a motherfucking liar. You're a liar. A big-headed, thumb-head liar. You thumb-headed liar. You waffle-headed liar. You toaster-headed liar. You refrigerator-head liar. You deep freezer forehead asshole. You a liar. I can't stand these girls. I do not like to review a show like this. See, my last review, I think that I did pretty good. I was trying not to roast too much, but my vitriol for these women, I cannot. I really dislike these people, y'all. And this is not healthy. I don't know these bitches. I should not have this much disdain. Okay? But like I was saying, you decided to bring her there for that specific reason, to start conflict. You just didn't know that Kiana would be a casualty in that she would be collateral damage, and that also your friend would have got her ass beat. You didn't calculate that. And this is when, she thinks, Kiana thinks, not Giselle, but she thanks, Karen for, caring about her and being such a motherly figure for her in that moment. And, they asked if Giselle reached out. Giselle said no, because I was dealing with my dad. No, bitch, you didn't reach out because you knew that she was defending Candiace, and you didn't fuck with that. So you didn't want to reach out to her. So you said, if you get your ass whooped trying to defend Candiace, that's your own business. That's how you really felt. Although I could be wrong, because who knows how you feel about the whole situation. I can't tell what your emotions are. I can only know that you are a saggy-necked, thick-legged, varicose vein ass bitch. That's all I can really say about it. Whose wigs never have a closure. I just want to know why your ankles are so swollen, Giselle. See, the reason that your ankles are so swollen like that is because you're a salty ass bitch. See, if you didn't retain so much sodium, your legs and your ankles wouldn't bloat like that. But because you're so hateful, that's exactly what you get. You're a nasty individual, disgusting individual, irreprehensible, vile, gutter snipe. You and Ashley and Robyn. And Robyn, while you're sitting here like this, while Candiace is sitting here crying, that's the same face I hope you have when we discuss you getting fired. See, you paper thin lip bitches, I can't stand these girls, y'all. That's that. So she says she thanks Karen. She thanks all the women for welcoming her. She says that, she has a relationship with Giselle's stylist, Kyle. Kyle, the one who be dressing like Macy Gray, The one who be wearing them Lauryn Hill head wraps. That Cal, the one who be giving Giselle these beauty store heavenly beauty wigs from the synthetic section. That Cal, the one who be dressing Giselle to look a damn mess every single time she comes onto the screen. That Cal. And y'all, there were no after that. They asked Kiana if she had any more words. Kiana, said what she said and she left. And that was the end of the episode, y'all. And that's a wrap on Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, part 3, reunion. Now we got some other stuff to talk about. So I was minding my own business. And I was at work on Monday and I was like, let me look through YouTube. And I see that Robyn has been fired. And I heard that she basically announced it herself. And I'm up here like, Robert announced that she was fired? I would have never guessed. So then I ended up hearing the audio on what she said, y'all. And I want to react to it and I want to talk about it real quick. And then we're going to talk about Candiace. We're going to talk about Drake for a little bit. We're going to talk about Nneka. We're going to talk about Robyn, Nneka, Candiace, Drake. And then that's the end of this. All right. We should be able to get this done in about 20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes. Let's time myself because I can go on tangents. Bless my heart, y'all. All right. So we have it here. The audio from the Reasonably Boring as Fuck podcast. And we hear Robyn basically say what she says about her being fired. Let's listen.
It's reality. Oh. It's reality. The network did not invite me back. I was fired, for lack of better words. And I will not, sugarcoat the situation and say, oh, I am walking away and this is a break or...
It's so crazy. You're so hateful and you're so mad and hating Candiace that you can't even give yourself a good fair off without trying to shade somebody else. You origami-lipped, wide-shouldered, no man having ass hussy. I cannot stand Robyn, y'all, and I'm so happy that she's going. I'm gonna let her continue though.
Anything like this was a network decision, and I'm okay with it because.
No, you're not. You burning on the inside, bitch. You mad? You mad? You mad? You mad? You're not happy. You're not understanding of this. You're crying on the inside because now you have to go back to your Burger King shifts to try to make an ends meet to afford the house that you knew you couldn't really afford anyway. And we know damn well Juan ain't gonna pay no utilities in the house. I barely think that the nigga there. I know damn well he over to Coach Bree house while the utilities turned off. But let's continue.
Nothing lasts forever. And I know, I had a very long run on the show.
Yes. 8 seasons is a long time.
8 seasons for sure. And I just, I don't have anything like written to to read off of. So I'm just speaking. And I just really appreciate the time and the opportunity that I had on the show.
Yeah.
And
oh, you're gonna cry? Oh, Robyn.
Y'all, I want to hear the rest of this. Give me a second. We're gonna find it. Now, do I need to press backspace on my Twitter? We'll see. Forgive me for what y'all may or may not see. I think I cleaned out the Twitter completely, but it's still some stray hoisms in here. Forgive me for that. Okay, if you come across it. Okay? Don't judge me. I'm growing. I got a man now, and I'm trying to be better. Okay. He told me my man told me my wholeness is deleted. Okay. He said he accepted me whole and all. Okay. So I'm looking and I cannot find the rest of the audio, but basically Robyn started crying about it. she started saying how, oh, here it is. Let's listen.
For me and spread my business for me,
Mhm.
which, you know, we're used to people doing stuff like that. But for something this important, I
Yeah.
think is incredibly rude. So, and I wanted to speak my own business, my
Mhm.
own truth, my
Yep.
own life.
You didn't want to your own. See, that's the thing about you bitches is truth. See, y'all, everybody got their own motherfucking truth. But the thing about it is, are we telling the truth, not your truth? See, because Robyn, we understand that your truth is a little bit delusional, lies. Though that's your truth, right? Like how you want to paint it that Candiace got fired and she just trying to sugarcoat it. No, girl, you got fired because you had nothing else to contribute to the cast. Candiace wasn't going to go anywhere. She and the thing about it is Candiace is so smart because she dropped her pregnancy, I think literally right after this came out. Just to shit on these bitches a little bit more.
My own news, and I wanted to share it out of my own mouth when the time was appropriate. And I felt that the appropriate time would be to speak on this particular subject matter would be once season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac was finished airing.
Yes.
Which it is now written to to read off of. So I'm just like speaking. You know, I just want to say thank you to
Thanks, so
because
yeah.
it premiered in 2016.
Uh-huh.
You know, the people who saw something in me and thought that they, you know, wanted me to be a part of their network, their show, their platform, and to share my story and my life, my family, my trials and tribulations, my ups and downs, and you know the beautiful friendships that I have on the show. Yeah. So first of all, thank you to the network and the executives. Thank you to all of the producers, all of the
girl, hurry up and cry.
Thank you. You know, when they're like, why are we want to watch this?
Yeah.
And they, you know, they loved us or hated us, who have, you know, positive energy and positive, you know, authentically.
Yep.
And
oh, you're gonna cry? Oh, Robyn, you're gonna make me cry. No tears. Oh God. Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna cry. No. Let me finish.
Okay,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, and then I just want to finish. Shit.
I just hope in the midst of, I already know that your lips are folding up like origami paper because we know you have those lips, you know, like when we see people pass us along the street, they all clench their lips up and nod their head down. I guess it's a signal to say hi or don't rob me. I don't know. But I just want to know if you're smiling in the midst of you doing this like you were on that couch when Candiace was talking about being assaulted. Once again, I hope that same smile that you have now, that you had then, you are having that right now as you're announcing you're firing from the show. It's so funny. You're sitting here crying, but Candiace is sitting here in joy and bliss because she don't have to be around you hateful hoes anymore. Let's continue.
We don't even have
tissues. It's so crazy because like we still have reasonably shady, but I really want to say I love you.
Oh, me? Oh no.
Tears.
Oh,
and it's been such a fun, amazing, stressful, crazy, wild journey the past 8 years. I couldn't imagine doing what we did, you know, with anyone else.
Oh, she
of course I have my
tissue because of that damn nose of hers.
But yes, but to my Green Eye Bandit, my partner in crime, like it's the show. Really, we start off as friends. It's so funny because we for whatever reason we were meant to sit next to each other that night.
Yes.
I think it was in November of, I don't know, 2011 maybe, whatever. When Charisse,
at Knockout.
Yes, at Knockout Abuse, a charity event. When Charisse invited us as her guests,
yes,
we sat next to each other at the table, and we just We laughed and joked like we'd known each other for years.
I know. That was so much fun. Before anybody knew us like that. And we trashed the entire room.
We did.
So you admit that y'all were sitting in the corner of a party, at a philanthropic party, probably, hating and talking about everybody in the room. Mind you, I just want to reiterate. I just think that we need to remember can you imagine Giselle trashing anybody like and what they look like? Let's go back to your season 1 wig, because I think we have to help people remember what it was that we were seeing in season 1. Okay, because we weren't all done up season 1. I just want to reiterate that this is what we saw season 1. This right here. This wig. This wig. This wig. This strong banged wig. This GMO wig. This is what we saw. This wig that looked like a damn construction helmet. But y'all was sitting in the corner talking about everybody else. The jokes write themselves, y'all. I'm just so happy that Robyn is gone. I usually don't be this happy about somebody's demise, but for you, Robyn, and I hope that that Miss Ashley is gone too. And I wish that Giselle was gone as well. We can't get everything that we want. It comes in waves. So let's hope that next season Giselle makes her exit as well. And she can take her and them hard ass wigs with her as well. I think to be in a clique with Robyn, Charisse, Ashley, and Giselle, you at least got to have a hard wig. I believe if Wendy, see, that's the thing about it. See, when Wendy first season, when she had them rough wigs and them rough laces, y'all was completely fine with Wendy. But once Wendy started to get those silky, Peruvian bundles, you hoes couldn't take it. But you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit. You get everything that you deserve. You hid your life. You got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for doing nothing, giving nothing, antagonizing people, victimizing yourselves, villainizing other people. You've done nothing, gave us nothing. The only thing I know based on what I've seen on the show is that you lost all of Juan's money, and he's going to make you pay every dollar and that's going to be equivalent to every year misery that he inflicts upon you. Now I'm going to move on because Robyn doesn't deserve anything else. Hopefully you find something, worth it on the unemployment line, Robyn, since you like to antagonize and, cry about colorism and it's just so much and you just can't handle it. And I hope now you don't even have to have the conversation anymore because you're not even on the motherfucking show. And the crazy thing about it is Candiace isn't even coming back and you still got fired. You don't deserve anything else from me. On to better news, though. Now, I do want to give a special congratulations to Candiace Dillard Bassett on her announcement of her pregnancy, y'all. I was not expecting Candiace to announce a pregnancy. I was not. I don't know what I was expecting Candiace to say, but I wasn't expecting her to announce her pregnancy. But I can say that I am completely happy. She basically let us know through ET online, Entertainment Tonight. And, we're just going to watch her interview about it. And we're just going to get our life real quick. And we're going to talk about it, talk about the whole thing after that, wrap this up. You're not even worth it to talk about, Neka. I'm just going to move on because we don't care. You barely had any words during the reunion, any words during the season. All we know is Colleen is fired. So we're not even going to talk about you. I never met an African woman named Colleen a day in my motherfucking life.
Sell your car to First Team Auto.
All right.
You always tell me how great I am with words. Surprisingly, though, when the time came, the perfect words just didn't exist. I am so ready to laugh with you for the rest of our breaths.
We got big news to share. You guys are expecting your first child together. The emotions are right there. Do we need a triangle? Do we have a triangle?
You know what? You know I have one because I was wiping my nose, so it's gonna have to transition in 2 seconds to be for a tear. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, yes.
This is so exciting. Fill me in a little bit. Where are we at in the process? How far along are you?
So I think today I am about 13 weeks and 3 days. So just about into the second trimester. It's been weird, but also really like wonderful. It's just been like kind of quietly just growing a bun.
Chris, how are you feeling?
You know, for a while there, I thought I was almost done, and then we decided to start over. She had the cutoff date. I had about.
I am so happy that Chris put on a suit. I am so happy Chris put on a suit. Y'all know I'm a little indifferent to Chris, and I low-key feel like he walks around looking very sweaty and salty all the time. You know, not salty as in like his attitude. I mean like just having deposits of sweat and dried, you know, sweat and salt deposits on him like that. Like very musty. But he looks good in this suit. He looks very handsome. He looks like he has a job.
4 years left on the time clock. And so,
Well, you gave me the cutoff.
yeah, I did.
Yes, so I knew I had to like bleep or get off the pot, as they say.
And here we are
Yeah.
bleeping. Can you share some of this journey to parenthood on The Real Housewives of Potomac? Can you fill me in on which kind of route did we take to get here?
So we froze our embryos,
Over 2 years ago.
2 years ago, just about. And, you know, I think we were both kind of content to have them just sit there, you know, until my cutoff date. I think I had 7 years when you first told me that I had to do it by the time he was 50.
Okay.
So I was kind of content, but then I just got the itch. When I knew it was it was undeniable.
Yeah, it was pretty immediate. You were like, hey, make sure you're not working this day because I'm going to get my egg implanted. I'm sorry, what? Just like that.
It was almost like,
oh, so Chris got a job. That's what I'm really excited about that, y'all. I love a man with a job. I don't care if it's at Burger King. Get your ass up and go to work. Okay? So we see that he had to take off work to do this. So he was employed at the time of the reunion. I'm very happy about that. And I'm very happy about Candiace having her child. Candiace is glowing. I feel like Candiace looks better and better and better each year. I don't know what she's doing, but you can see an inner glow in Candiace, and you can tell that she's very content and she's at peace with leaving the show. You can tell that she's not going to be in an empty ass closet space with a microphone next to Giselle crying about her getting fired. It's not giving that. It's giving, I left on my own accord and I'm leaving happy. I'm leaving with a lot of opportunities. I'm leaving with a lot of money in the bank. And I'm leaving still with my rich family that I was born into, so I don't have to suck dick for money. And I'm also leaving with a man who loves me enough to stand behind me. I love that for her. But go on, Candiace.
I kind of woke up and realized that I was never going to be 100% ready. And I just had to trust the process. So we did our implantation in January. And for about 2 weeks, you don't know if the embryo has implanted within the lining of the uterus. We waited and waited and waited. all this time, and to finally like have it all pay off was amazing.
Do we know what we're having? If it's going to be a little Candiace or a little Chris running around?
So the doctors know. When we did the embryos, we have one of each, and I was like, listen, let's just take the highest graded egg and we'll put it in there. And this is the one surprise of this whole pregnancy that we don't know yet. So no, we don't. That's why I got pink and blue on today. We don't know.
Is this baby potentially the first of more to come? Have you thought that much ahead? Are we still in like, we've got 4 years, so we got to get another one in that 4 years?
We do have another embryo in the freezer. I'm just kind of taking it day by day. Thankfully, I feel really blessed so far, to be just about in my second trimester. And I haven't really been super sick. I haven't had like super crazy pregnancy symptoms. So that's helpful in thinking about doing it again. But also it's like, could we just find a wonderful surrogate for the second one? That is on the table. That's an option that, some.
Y'all, Candiace's body is going to be sickening after this baby. She already has that real petite hourglass frame. Her frame is about to fill out even more and still have that body shape. Like, you can tell Candiace is about to be even badder. And I hope that she has a daughter just to drive it and wedge the knife in you even more, Robyn, because you can never give one that. But I'll continue.
Women have the luxury of entertaining, so we'll see. Let me pop one out and see.
Let's get this one out in the world. See what it takes, and then we'll go from there. Candiace, yes. What are you most looking forward to about motherhood?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Oh, I know. It's
what?
The decoration and the shopping and the clothes and dressing them like her if it's a girl. And
well, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. Yeah. I'm excited to just support them I'm going to cry in whatever they want to do. Like, I think, what were we watching? Something about like kids playing soccer or sports or something. And I thought to myself, like, oh my gosh, what if my son or my daughter wants to play football? It's like, I'm not an outdoor person. I'm not a sports person. I literally can only tell you when there's a touchdown happening. But if my kid wanted to play football, I would get like a big mosquito net and be outside, like, cheering and like yelling and like ready to fight the referee. So I'm just excited to like meet them. And it's so cool that you literally have no idea what you're getting. Yeah. And then like what their personality is. Although at our last sonogram, like signs are pointing to them being more like Chris than me. So
Chris, what does that mean? Chill. Okay.
Yeah.
Laid back.
Like we're trying to get them to move for the sonogram, and they were like being camera shy because before the camera came out, they were moving around, and then we put out the camera, and they're just like, nope, I'm gonna sit here.
It's like me,
y'all. That like I heard a lot of parents, especially my own mom, say that having a calm baby is such a blessing. My mom said that I was a very calm child coming out, and I was a very calm baby as she was taking care of me postpartum. I didn't really cry much. I was very, calm. And she said that it really made it a lot easier. I know a lot of moms have a lot of stress when their child is more active post-pregnancy and they need to tend to them more because they don't have time for themselves. They're still trying to reacclimate their hormones, and they're battling postpartum, so I pray and hope that her baby is calm and she's able to, be relaxed and that this is going to be a good experience. And I really love the fact that Chris looks so happy and you can literally see him just gazing at her with so much love and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. I'm very happy for the both of them. I'll continue, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like very. And then I feel like the baby already has Chris's head. So I'm not
it's still growing. That could change.
But you can kind of tell. Looks like yeah. But yes, I'm looking forward to everything, all the things.
Chris, is there anything specific that you're really excited to get to experience this time around doing this with Candiace?
Oh,
just excited to experience it with her for her first one. So that's something I've got to keep in mind as we go through this process, right? That, I've done this 3 times already. This is her first time. So, I've got to make sure for me that I stay engaged, because it's going to be super supportive for her. And she's going to need that all the way through. Like she said, just to meet the child and what are their interests going to be? Because every child is different.
Yes.
Siblings are not. And it's a great experience. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I also feel like I kind of am cheating a little bit, because there is a lot of comfort in knowing that he's done this 3 times with, 2 boys and a girl. So he's seen both sides with male and female.
There's some institutional knowledge for those diaper changes and all that.
Exactly.
Right. Make sure it's on tight.
Candiace,
that's a relief in a lot of ways.
Is there anything that you're nervous about, or you have butterflies in your stomach about as you get closer to the day the baby will be here?
Well, I think beyond when the baby comes, like when it's time for
fast
school,
forward
I'm
a little bit, y'all.
terrified of
I didn't know it was 17 minutes.
Part of that community, and probably 95%. Yeah.
Impact the choice you made.
Oh, as a member now.
How much did this news coming into your life impact the choice you made to walk away from Housewives?
I would say probably 95%. Yeah. I was really adamant about creating a space for not just for the baby, but for me, for us, for this time in our lives where, oh my God, I'm crying again. Some of this is pregnancy hormones.
I was going to say, you can blame this all on hormones. You got a free pass for 9 months.
I know, like you can't judge my triangles coming out anymore. No, I wanted the space around us and around our child to feel peaceful and to feel free and to feel positive and
to be able to just experience it on our own.
Yes, without, any added pressure, good, bad, or indifferent from the show. And, I was not confident that I could have that in the space that the show is in currently. So it was kind of a no-brainer. Like after we did the implantation, I was like, well, maybe we could make it work. But I would have nightmares about it not working. And you only, I could maybe only do this once. Like, who knows? It's such a gift and a blessing.
And can I also say this, y'all? And it's such a slap in the face that we have a housewife here who's young, successful, who has multiple businesses, who's doing so many things, who's worked underneath the Obama administration, who has a growing music career, is getting invited to the Grammys parties, who basically showcases her whole life unedited, showing the issues that she has with her mom, showing the issues that her mom has with her husband, showing the issues that she's had with her husband, showing the issues of her growing as a person as each season progresses, and then seeing her basically blossom as we embark on each season. But you don't put any effort in trying to maintain that storyline. You'd rather protect Giselle when Giselle does not have a road leading anywhere. We could have literally saw her do her in vitro fertilization, saw her implanting, saw her get her fertilization of the of the embryo, saw her go through this whole pregnancy, have her baby, try to understand the hormones and everything else, see how the other ladies would have reacted to it. But y'all want to protect Giselle at all costs. Y'all fumbled the bag heavily. I just want to reiterate that.
And like a really amazing and scary time. And I just wanted to experience it, free of any unwarranted stuff.
Yeah, protect your peace as much as you can.
Yes.
Your statement when you announced you're leaving was like, the door's shut, it's not locked though. So what would it take to reopen that door maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line?
What would it take?
I don't know. I mean, that's your call. I'm going to support whatever decision that is. But I mean,
that's what a man says. I'll support whatever decision you decide to make. Go ahead, Chris. This nigga got himself a suit and a job, and he finally standing behind his woman. I love that.
I think it's the space just has to be different.
That's it. The space would have to be different. That's exactly it. And I think time is always a teller of all things. And yeah, definitely just a different space for sure.
Could a different space also mean a different sort of show? Would you do just a Chris and Candiace and Kiddo show and document this, a family show instead of Chris's eyes bugged out of his head?
Don't scare him, Bryce, please.
It was supposed to be her stuff. I just like to be in the back.
I mean, I think something like that would be fun. We're both really grateful for everything that, we've been able to share with all of the globe. I was going to say America, but all of the globe. It would be interesting.
That would be a conversation.
Yes, I'd have to do a little massaging if something like that were to even, come to fruition, which we don't have any plans to do anything like that, but it would be cool to add to the list of, our lives together. Hey, look, watch us become parents. Or watch me become a parent for the first time and keep someone alive.
That's the name of the show. Keep them alive with Candiace and Chris.
Alive. Keeping them alive with the Bassets.
Keeping them alive with the Bassets. Yes.
There's an expectation that your exit is maybe the first of many to come out of this season of Potomac. Do you have a read on where you think this group goes without you and where the show goes without you, or a hope for where it goes in its next chapter?
Well, my hope is that they can unsync themselves. So my hope would just be that there can be a dynamic shift, that there can be, growth and change and a lightening of things. And I wish them well.
Wish them well. Wish them the best. We got the last reunion. Is there anything left unsaid? Any final words to truly close that chapter and move into this exciting new one you want to share with anybody?
I think I said all I needed. Next subject, next question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to be in the background, but they put you in the hot seat at those reunions, Chris.
They
sure do.
Yeah, they try. They do. They do. I think for me, the gift and the curse of being Candiace is that I rarely leave things unsaid. I, historically cannot go on or move forward without saying exactly how I feel. I do think that I maybe took a sort of different approach at this reunion at the request of the network to try and be less vitriolic and
what? I know damn well y'all motherfuckers in the production team and the network did not tell her that she needs to hold back and try not to be vitriolic while these other hoochies was sitting here dogging her out the whole reunion. So did everybody else get this conversation? Because the damn show don't feel like it. It feel like only Wendy and Candiace got it. I was wondering, Why aren't you verbally destroying these hoes like they deserve? When Robyn decided to perk up and start to question Chris, wasn't it? Yeah, Chris. I was like, ain't no damn way. You gonna sit here and let this woman question your man when her man ain't even here to answer any motherfucking questions. This is some bullshit. Y'all suck. Eric Fuller, whoever over the rest of the fuck all y'all. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Ugh. This just pissed me off. Girl, what? So I'm saying, like, I'm sitting here wondering why Candiace was not verbally defending herself in the way that I'm used to. And y'all told her to calm it, which explains now why Wendy kept on tapping her, telling her, don't say that. Don't even go into it. It's because y'all went to her and told her to come with the spirit of forgiveness and try not to be vitriolic and hold back some of that anger. While y'all completely let Giselle completely antagonize this woman the whole reunion. Y'all are clowns. Fuck, I'm
more in a space and a spirit of moving forward. And you saw some of that, I think. And there were things that I would have said had I not been given those directives. But at this juncture, it feels moot. It feels like there isn't anything else to say. I am so removed mentally from there. There's so many things happening, in my career, in Chris's career, in our families that I'm excited to be able to focus on and enjoy without the behemoth.
And then, like, mind you, this lady walked away from the show. Yo, big blubbering ass, wide shouldered, thin-lipped, pale skin, hard hair having ass Robyn is sitting here crying like, I'm just gonna miss you so much, Giselle. You're pathetic. You are pathetic. And so is the production team, and so is Andy. But I think that's really all we have. I think that's really all I really need to hear on this. Like I said, congratulations to Candiace. I'm very excited to see her become a mom. And I'm very happy that she's at peace. It kind of makes, kind of puts a lot of us at ease because, like, when we're left off of the reunions and we're left off of the episodes, we're usually filled with a lot of the emotions that were within the episode that we watched. But seeing her be calm, seeing her be at peace, seeing her, just leave it all behind, makes me okay, cool. I'll calm down some of my vitriolic shit. So, but big congratulations to Candiace. I'm very happy that she was able to move on, that she's able to have this child, that she's able to be a mom, that she's able to still chase her dreams, that she's still successful. She still has her family, her money, her happiness, and her dignity. Some that you other hoes on the show still don't have. And even after the show, y'all still don't have it. But congratulations to Candiace nonetheless. I'm very happy that she was able to know that it was her time to move on. That, this no longer served her, right? Now, y'all, let's move on to our last topic, okay? So last weekend, I was on the internet on my way home, from the smoke shop with my man. I'm with my man, you hoes to death. I know my man love when I do that. But I was on my way home and I saw that Drake had released a diss to Kendrick Lamar. And I was honestly shocked because I already told y'all on my last video that I did on the last live that I thought that Drake was a little bitch that was not going to respond back to Kendrick, and I was shocked. I was behooved because I was like, okay, well, let's hear what this man has to say. So I listened to the song, right? And the song is called Push Ups, Give Me 50. All right. And what we're going to do is read these lyrics off. I'm going to tell y'all what I have to say and what I think about it all, all afterwards. And we're just going to move on with our lives, right? We had a successful live. The video was working. The audio was finally working. No technical difficulties the second time around. And we're going to move on, okay? So let's see what we see here. So this was the diss that Drake gave to Kendrick Lamar. Now, I was very pleased to see that Drake was acting like a real man and actually addressing an actual man that dissed him, that is also a very good rapper, because we know that Drake has a lot of bitch ass tendencies, getting alleged BBLs, getting little hair clips from the little child section of the beauty store and shit like that. But I was very pleased to see what he had to say for this, for all of these things. So let's see and let's read the lyrics. So Drake started off saying, I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. Now, I realized at this point that he was just not dissing Kendrick. He was also dissing Future. And it makes sense because Future, Kendrick, Metro Beats, Rick Ross, Weeknd, Auntie Sally that worked down there at the cafeteria on 54th and Crenshaw. Everybody was dissing Drake all at one time. And I was like, damn, what the hell did Drake do to everybody? I mean, I do know Drake has some bitch ass tendencies, but we all know Drake loves men, not in that way. But you get what I'm saying. He don't really pick fights with men like that. But what did he do, child? But then he says, you coochies can't get booked outside America for Nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan, letting us know that he is very international, unlike you other hoes out here who only doing domesticated tours. Now, I don't know who that is. I think it might be another diss towards Future because I don't really recall Future doing any international tours. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. He basically saying, when y'all was behind the stage at my shows, all you motherfuckers had y'all hands out trying to be friends. Now you hoes all get up in one studio. Y'all all want to jump on a diss album together. Y'all niggas doing a diss album directed at me. That's crazy. And that really is. I've never seen anything like this before. Just like Kendrick, like J. Cole's apology. I never seen no shit like that shit at any point in hip hop history. It was some bitch ass shit, but much love to J. Cole anyway. He's a nice guy. You won't ever take no chains off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with the size 7 men's on? Now, I'm pretty sure that this is geared towards I'm pretty sure that this is geared towards Kendrick Lamar at this point. And I am very tickled by this because I think that Kendrick Lamar is only about 5'5", 5'6". And that is some weird shit that you claiming that you big stepping and you only got a size 7 men's on. Shit, I'm only 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. And my shoe size is about a 12. So that's crazy to have these little itty bitty feet like that, just claiming that you're a big stepper. But this the bark with the bite, nigga. What's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up, which I'm not surprised that he's saying this because these dudes all came together to diss him on one album. That's crazy. What did Drake do? Extortion, baby, whole career you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups. So now he's saying that Top, who's the owner and CEO of Top Dog Entertainment, you know, the same label that SZA is a part of and Doechii is as well. And I think JID, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong though. But I don't know about this one because, like, if I was to recall what Pusha T said, now he said that your money is getting you owned by one nigga that's owned by three niggas. Now that's just bad luck. Or he said that you signed by one nigga that's signed by another nigga but signed by three niggas. Now that's just bad luck, and you splitting your shit with the whole team, and you didn't even get 50% in your deal with Young Money, Cash Money, but. I don't know the contracts like that, but I'm just saying I don't really know how I feel about that line though. Your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract because we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. Drake spin. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Drake spinning in this shit. You better do that motherfucking show in the Biddy. And he's saying Biddy, he really means city, but I guess because I think Kendrick Lamar has like blood ties, that's why he's saying Biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say better drop and get them 50. That's what he said next. And I think what he means by this is that Kendrick does a lot of, you know, being pro-black and, you know, non-conforming, but he's been the one to hop on Pop Star Records to try to cross over and get crossover appeal. And that is kind of like a contradiction. So it is kind of funny that you are targeting your, like, you know, selling yourself as this, but you're also doing this. So that makes sense too. I like this song, y'all. I don't know about y'all. I'm fucking with it so far. But I mean, I heard it myself, but I'm saying like the lyrics, I really feel like he fucking it up. I feel like he's spitting this. These are some concrete bars to me. He say, Top say drop, you better drop and get him 50. Pip squeak pipe down. You ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now. Which is a play on words, because I think that Drake is also saying that he's signed to Interscope. And he's saying that you in the scope, like that you in the scope of my gun. Like, sometimes I fuck with Drake's music. Like, I used to love Drake. Like, I used to love Drake's music. But then it just started getting more and more trashier. Like, it started to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You, like, one thing about Drake is when he is good, Drake is real good. But the thing about Drake is he does not have a lot of consistency amongst his projects. Like, you don't if Drake drops, you don't know if the album gonna be trash or not. That's the thing about it. But the thing about it, you gonna talk about it, but you just don't know if it's gonna be trash. So I'm very pleased. Like, this Drake that I hear on this record sounds like he sound just like he did on If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and that's one of my favorite Drake albums. Like, if you're reading this, I don't care. I don't give a damn about the reference tracks. Fuck all of that. I love that album. That he was spitting. Energy is one of my favorite songs. But you're gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down, okay? Because he was signed to Aftermath. I'm at the top of the mountain. You so tight now. Just to have this conversation with you, I had to hike down. Or I talk with you, I had to hike down, meaning that he had to get down off of his chariot, as Mariah Huck would say, and come down and throw tomatoes with you bitches. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this? A 20v1 nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. And that's because I think that in Kendrick Lamar's Like This verse, he said that, you know, Prince outlived Mike Jack. So he's saying Mike Jack is a king, and what's a prince to a king? It's his son. So now, I don't know if I would called Kendrick his son, I have a little bit of bias because I'm from the West Coast. So I like Kendrick a lot. Get more love in your city than you from, nigga. Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums, nigga. Damn. He just saying that you ain't even worth like talking to, nigga. Shut up and make more beats. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm the sixth guy and I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Chubb's little blunt runner. I think now this is like, geared towards Abel, or what y'all know him as Weekend, or we all know him as Weekend. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, Abel bread out here tricking. Shit we doing for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jet whips chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spend it like you trying to fuck. Boy, you tripping. Drizzy Chippendale probably got your bitch Chanel. I got him done. Boy, don't make me have to chip a nail. I think he said this because people always talk about him having his nails done, and I have an issue. Why do people have a problem with men getting their nails done? I don't see why is it wrong when men get pedicures and manicures, or get maintenance. Like why can't my hygiene be good too? Like why the fuck does my cuticles have to be bent up and out of shape? Because of your toxic masculinity, which is just another thing I respect in this. That makes a lot of sense. Rolling Loud stage, y'all was turned. That was slick as hell. Should've probably changed if your BM starts to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I'll be rocking every chain I own next visit. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say drop, your little midget ass better fucking drop and give me 50. Y'all, this is a lot. Now he talking about I don't know if you ever heard this. I don't know if y'all ever heard the rumors that Kendrick Lamar wife had cheated on him, or his fiance. I don't know if he married or not, but I do know his girl name, I think is Whitney, and I think that's who he talking about. I think he's saying yo bitch was fucking the bodyguard. I low-key think that's what he's saying, allegedly. That I don't know none of these people. I don't know what Whitney been doing with her box. That's not my business, but I think that's what he's alluding to. I just hope that you are ready for the response of this diss Drake. I really do not want this to be another Pusha T situation when you go and get Big Daddy Jay Prince to kind of call off the thing like this, because West Coast niggas don't give a fuck about Jay Prince. I'm letting you know that right now. You bringing up this man's wife or this man's girlfriend or this man's fiance, I just hope that you ready for whatever comes back from this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is fire as fuck, and Kendrick better not come with anything beneath this. But I just hope that whatever it is that you're ready for, to give us a proper response, because Drake has a habit of doing this. He'll give you a really good, he'll give you a first diss that's really good, and then the person will diss him real bad back, and then he won't have a proper response. Like the Duppy freestyle, I thought that was really good diss. I low-key thought Duppy freestyle in some ways was more lyrically inclined than Pusha T's Story of Adidon, because I feel like Story of Adidon was more so personal, making us question Drake's character, And I feel that when it came to Nas versus Jay-Z, when we had the takeover, and then Nas replied back with Ether, and then Jay-Z replied back with Super Ugly, people still feel that Ether won, when Super Ugly was way more personal and vile within the words, basically saying, I left my condom wrapper on your kid's baby car seat. Things like that. So I like the Duppy freestyle a little bit more than I like the Story of Adidon, but I can honestly see why everybody thought that the Story of Adidon was more effective, because it made Drake decide to go get Jay Prince. If Drake had gave another diss, in the same realm of Duppy freestyle, with a little bit more lyrical prowess and more personals, I feel like he probably could have took the dub when it came to Pusha T, but he folded and he came back with that L. So But let's read the rest of this. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like Ricky. And for those of y'all who don't know, Rick Ross used to be a probation officer. Can't believe he jumping, this nigga turning 50. Meaning then, like, why are you jumping into a fight? Like, nigga, you 50 and you got like double D titties. Like, sit down. You know, spend that little check you got and stay up out my business. Nigga, shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga. I ain't tripping. All that little heartbroke Twitter shit for bitches. This for all the top dogs. Drop and give me 50. Drop. And that fucking song y'all got did not start beef with us. Now he talking about the song that they dropped after J. Cole's bitch ass apology that he gave on Dreamville stage. You know, they dropped that song with him. But now he's saying that him and J. Cole is still cool. That didn't really start no beef. Because honestly, I feel like that song was probably recorded before all of this stuff had came out, you know, with them dissing Drake. It just was time badly. And I feel like Metro did that on purpose. I feel like he dropped that on purpose to make Drake look even crazier and also make J. Cole look like he betraying the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel about that. Okay, so that shit been brewing in a pot. Now I'm not heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping. He not fucking easing up. Nigga calling Top to see if Top want to piece it up. Top want to piece it up. Top want to piece it up. Nah, pussy. Now you're on now you on your own when you speaking up. Now I didn't know if he was talking about J. Cole when he said this, or if he was talking about Kendrick solely, because this could be applied to both of them. Because now you could say J. Cole is on his own. Or you could say, you know, Kendrick is on his own because he's no longer with Top Dog Entertainment. You done roll deep to this. It's not fucking deep enough. Begging Kai Cenat, boy, you not fucking beating us. And that a lot of you rap niggas do be begging Kai Cenat to feature y'all on his channel so y'all can get some streams. Numbers wise, I'm out of here. You not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here. You not fucking sneaking up. Cornball, your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up. Drop and give me 50. All you fuck niggas teaming up. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was fire. A lot of people are saying that this diss is whack. Like, where? I don't get it. Like, this diss is fire as fuck. Like, it's very solid. I'm very excited to see what J. Cole gonna say back. I'm pretty sure that not J. Cole, but I'm pretty sure that Kendrick Lamar is gonna really. I imagine that Kendrick Lamar is about to try to verbally, literally dismantle every piece of Drake. And I low-key would love for him to bring up the fact that Drake has an affinity to like befriend a lot of underage girls. Me personally, I really hope that they bring that up because that's Drake is very much a creep, in my opinion. I don't think that Drake is a good person like that. I think Drake is very questionable. Now, however, I love that this is for rap. I'm gonna make sure that dropping give me 50 is in my gym playlist. Actually it is already. I already added it in there. It really does good when you're on that treadmill. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. I hope that y'all enjoyed all of this. I hope that y'all enjoyed the commentary. I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to rip all of this up, and post the video separately for those of y'all who don't like super long ass lives like this. I always have to do that after the videos. But thank y'all for watching. Most importantly, I want y'all to know that y'all are loved, that y'all are cared about. And for those of y'all who have not heard this today, I love you. Okay, and if you need a hug, here you go. And most importantly, love yourself. That way you don't have all that hate up in your heart that's got you having wide, swollen ankles, and have you out here with crunchy lips and a hard wig, crying after you've been fired from your employment. I just want best for y'all. So try to love yourself, because when you don't, you end up in those type of situations where the nigga just cheating on you back to back to back to back, that won't stand behind you, that won't stand up for you, that type of stuff. So just love yourself. All right? And y'all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all night. Drink water, and I plan on doing the same, okay, y'all? Peace.